Warning, this content is for entertainment and educational purposes only. This video is brought to you by First Detachment Nutrition. Battle tested, expert formulated. Use discount code AB10 at checkout for 10% off. All right, Gym Bros, it's Big Paul. It's contest prep. I've got about 2.5 weeks left until my show, so I figured we'd do this one a little bit different tonight with the training. I am going to show you my pre-workout meal, the routine I go through before I get started training. What I like to do, I know a lot of guys do, they'll do a pre-workout. I don't really like a pre-workout. The pre-workouts get me too jittery, if I can find it now. I usually just make coffee. Coffee is sort of a simple thing to do. I am doing caffeine yohimbine, and actually not yohimbine, but I'm doing caffeine and ephedrine right now once a day for fat burning, and then I do caffeine for pre-workout. And just the caffeine that I do is I'll just do a cup of coffee. I'll make it in my Ninja coffee maker here, and I'll do just 12 ounces, nothing crazy. I don't know how much that is, probably about 150 milligrams of caffeine. I think an 8-ounce cup of coffee typically has about 80 to 100, depending, something like that. I could be completely off on that, but that's what I recall off the top of my head. So we'll make coffee. I've got that, and I will do also my chicken and rice and pineapple. Pretty simple, straightforward pre-workout meal. This is the pre-workout meal that I typically do every day for my, if I can find it, if I get my pineapple here, if I get enough pineapple. I don't know that I have enough pineapple. Well, now that I spilled it on the floor, my dog's knocked it over, there's not enough pineapple. All right, we'll try this again. The dog's got the pineapple. So, got my pineapple. My chicken, I make it in the big batches. You see here, gigantic thing of chicken that I make. And I use my plastic bowls. It's gonna be some bro, it's gonna say I'm gonna die from the plastic leaching into my body. There's always that dude. Not worried about the bathtub trend from Tijuana, but thinks that the plastic is going to kill you. This is how irrational bros are. I am going to do, this meal has 100 grams of carbs in it. Workout meal. 60 grams of protein. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward. The pineapple, there's pineapple, I don't know if the canned pineapple actually has it in it. Some say it's cooked out of it, but there is an enzyme in it that helps you digest protein. I think it's called bromelain that's in pineapple. I just like the way it tastes. It also sits easy on my stomach. I usually have some sort of fruit with each meal. The fruit that makes you fat, people. I'm eating fruit through my entire contest prep, and I've gotten lean just fine. So that whole fruit makes you fat thing, that's just a bunch of BS. I don't know where that came from. That's something I've heard recently. I heard a fitness influencer who shall remain nameless the other day saying that fruit is going to give you fatty liver disease. I'm like, come on, bro. I've never heard of anybody getting fucking fatty liver disease from eating bananas. When does that ever happen? The dogs here are waiting for their chicken. Milo, sit. Sit, Milo. Milo, sit. Sit. Milo's still a puppy, so he's still learning good behavior. Max is my old man. He's a well-behaved dog. You'll saw here, I put a bit of ginger on here too that adds some flavor. It also, ginger, I have IBS. Ginger is really gentle on your stomach. It helps soothe your stomach. All right, Milo, be gentle. Gentle. Gentle, gentle. Okay, you can have it. No, that was not gentle. That was not gentle, dude. All right, Max, here you go. Good catch. I don't know if you guys saw the dogs. Milo's still working on learning how to be gentle. He bites half my hand off when we have the dog food. But he's a little rough sometimes, but that's how puppies go. And I put some ponzu sauce on it. There's no added fat to this meal. There's almost nothing in this ponzu sauce. A tablespoon of this stuff has 2 grams of carbohydrates. If you can see here. Sometimes I'll do liquid aminos, but I mean, ponzu sauce has a nice flavor to it. It is, measure that out, that's 15, right on the money. Everything's measured, you can see on the food scale. I use light salt as well. You can see this. This is Morton's light salt. It is a mix of potassium and sodium. I don't measure it. I heard some coach saying, and he has all these clients, measure potassium and sodium intake, and that you're not a real coach if you don't have people measure it. I can't even get people to measure their fucking macros, much less their potassium and sodium intake, so good luck with that. But if you don't have to overthink it unless you're doing some sort of special peaking protocol. If you just use this stuff to taste, you're going to have enough during the day. I mean, most people do underconsume potassium. That is reasonable. I have my pre-workout supplements that I take as well. I keep them in these pill organizers. And that's pretty much it. My pre-workout meal is ready to go. Right, before I head out to the gym, I'm going to get my intra-workout together. I use field rations from First Detachment Nutrition. If you want to pick it up there, use discount code AB10 for 10% off. I mix it up in a Contigo shaker, which is about 24 ounces of fluid. I'll mix it up at the gym. And this is for my intra-workout carbohydrates and amino acids. There's about 25 grams of carbohydrates from highly branched cyclic dextrin and 10 grams of amino acids in there that I will use for my intra-workouts. And then we're headed off to the shop gym in Ashburn, Virginia now. Getting the Tesla fired up here. You can see here I have my Tesla. People love to hate Teslas. It is the coolest car I've ever had. This thing is pretty badass. I saw a Cybertruck for the first time today. I really love this car. This is the best car I've ever had. It's really a pretty cool ass car. I've had it for, I don't know, a year and a half now, something like that. I have the Model S Plaid. It's a really badass car, fastest car I've ever had. Gets you in trouble though, driving. You have to be careful. You have to be careful with it. But we'll be at the shop gym here in a minute, and we'll get our workout started. Tonight, training shoulders and triceps, doing a little bit of posing, and probably some cardio after that. I didn't get up in time this morning to do my fasted cardio. I usually get up and do it fasted, but sometimes I don't have the motivation to get my ass out of bed in time. I'd rather get some sleep in and then do it post-workout. If I'm getting a good night's sleep, I'm going to take advantage of that rather than get up, force myself to get up early to do the cardio. You're not some Billy badass if you don't get your cardio in the morning. You can get it in at night and do just fine. I've been perfectly fine doing my cardio at night. I'd say 90% of the time I get it done in the morning. And I'm doing a step count anyway, so my cardio is spaced out throughout the day. I'll do 20 minutes or so of fasted cardio. Usually I just walk. I pretty much only walk during this contest prep. Occasionally I will do the elliptical machine. That'll be something that I'll do for cardio, but most of the time I just do walks, and I get out and I try to hit a step count of 8,000 to 10,000 steps per day. I don't know what the hell's going on with this guy in front of me in this car. don't know if you can see this shit. It's got a bunch of ladders and shit strapped on the back. This looks super safe. Yeah, look, bro's holding on to the other bro's holding on to the ladders. What could go wrong here? I'm getting around this shit. Jesus Christ. One bro was holding the ladder out the window while the other guy was driving. Oh man, you see it all. All right, we'll be at the gym here in just a second. All right, I'm going to try to find a parking space in here. This grocery store here, this is always a nightmare. Navigating around this thing, you got to be prepared to do battle in this place. And let's see here. Everybody is waiting for a freaking parking spot. Let's see what we got here. Yup. People think that the front is a parking space. It is not. The fire lane is not a parking space. That shit drives me crazy. Don't be lazy. Walk to your car with your groceries. The fire lane is not a parking space. This bro's not even looking. He's pulling straight out in front of me. All right, let's see here. If I can get the Tesla to cooperate with me, I'll have it park itself. There they are. My cameramen, they're here. All right, what's up? I'm not gonna fuck with parking itself. I'm just gonna take the parking space. This thing parks like my grandma. I can park faster than the car does. All right, we're here at the gym. Get my camera and shit together. We'll go in. This place, Monday nights are always insane at the gym. It's International Bench Press Day, which is a holiday in the United States. Happens every Monday. Every bro comes to work out on Monday. The thing I love about International Bench Press Day, it's the busiest day of the week in the gym, but then nobody else works out for the rest of the week. You'll see 800 people in the gym on a Monday night, and then it slowly declines as the week goes along. Thursday's a little less busy. Nobody's in here on Friday. Saturday and Sunday, it's like 3 people. And then everybody remembers, oh, I was a fat piece of shit over the weekend, so I need to work out on Monday. We're going to work out on Monday because that's when we're going to make up for it. We're going to get it all in. And what better way to get it all in on a Monday than to just do bench press? So Monday is International Bench Press Day, the day that we make up for only working out 2 days a week the week before. And these aren't even Mike Mentzer hit people. They're just regular gym people. Actually, people are pretty hardcore at this gym. We have a pretty good set of hardcore people. Enter into the shop gym here. Meet up with the camera guys. All right, Big Paul here. So we're going to get started with our workout tonight. With this close to with my contest around the corner, this close, I usually cut out the free weight movements and just go with machines. The biggest risk at this point is getting hurt. You're not going to gain anything at this point in contest prep, so there's no point in going super crazy hard with the workouts. Guys that come in and try to blow the doors off the workouts, it's just not, it's not smart at this point, especially at my age of being 50 years old. I'm just trying to maintain. And so for shoulders tonight, usually I start off with the rear delt movement to get my shoulder nice and loose, but we'll start off with some lateral raises using the Atlantis lateral raise machine. I might like this machine a good bit. Fairly new, we just got it here at the gym, the shop gym. See if I can get this thing all the way down. We had some midget on here before. I got long ass arms, so I have to set everything all the way up. We'll get some lateral raises in. Get my shoulder loosened up. I don't need a ton of weight at this point. I think I've got, this is 60 pounds on this thing, which isn't crazy. And I'm keeping my reps probably in the 15 rep range on most stuff, except for maybe presses. I'll go a little heavier. But essentially, I only have a week and a half of regular workouts left, and then it's peak week. And peak week, we'll pull back, and we'll essentially do a deload. All right, we're continuing on with the workout on International Bench Press Day when all the bros show up at the gym. It is fucking crowded in here at the shop gym. I'm doing my best to get on the machines, but usually I do rear delts first to get my shoulders loosened up. I got fucked up shoulders. I got a torn labrum. Everything's all messed up on there. So usually I do these first. These are my rear delt exercise, but I like doing these first because they get my shoulders nice and loose. I don't do anything crazy with these. I don't know, it's 95, 100 pounds, something like that on this 15 to 20 reps. Just get my shoulders nice and loose, get a pump in the rear delt. And that's it on this one. We're gonna do shoulder press here. This is the Cybex overhead press. I usually don't do this thing because I can do the whole fucking stack for like 15, 20 reps. But it's the end of prep. It's something reasonably safe. That and I'm lazy tonight and I don't feel like stacking plates on the Atlantis machine. So we'll just go with this guy tonight. And I like to get 3 types of movements for shoulders in. I'll get some lateral raises, a rear delt movement, and these are more front delt. But this machine's okay. It's not my first choice, but at the end of contest prep, this is fine. I like how this converges. It's a nice plane of motion. I'm probably a little too big for it. I don't really fit into it that well. You can see here I got the whole damn stack on the machine. I need to pull the seat down just a little bit. And that's it on this one, if I don't fall and break my ass. All right, we're gonna do some push downs. I usually don't do push downs. I like to do a little bit wider of a grip on push downs because I have, my shoulders are wide. Most people keep them in narrow. We'll go a little lighter on the weight for the first set. But nothing crazy on this. I don't want to go super heavy. All right, I usually finish off triceps with some sort of overhead extension, but my shoulder is stiff and sore. I don't want to mess with my shoulder too much, so I'm going to do these single arm push downs with the, I use this ball attachment. It gives you a good grip. I think Ben Pekulski was the first person I saw do these. Man, these are real, it doesn't look like much. But 20 pounds on these is plenty. You get a really nice squeeze on these. Really fantastic tricep bump. And that's it, super simple. coaching or consultations, head over to www.anabolicbodybuilding.com to book your spot today. I can help you with optimizing hormones, fat loss, muscle gain, physique, athletic performance, nutrition, and health. For more information, shoot me an email at bigp3rd@gmail.com.